till the next weather ball. So I'm gonna sacrificial swap right there. I'm expecting him to throw immediately, so I am able to catch this move. What's up, everyone? Today we're showcasing the final 3 rounds of my 7-round London's Finest Vortex Cup sweep. If you want to know more about the meta, my team, or the first 4 rounds, go check out my previous video, which was posted yesterday. It will feature all those things in this video. Just the final 3 rounds. I'll be facing some amazing opponents here, including the number 1 ranked player on the silph leaderboards at the time of this tournament. So yeah, some pretty hype matches coming. We'll just hop right into it. Enjoy. We're facing Nikan. I don't know this player, but apparently he's pretty good. And he has a pretty tough team. Hard counters for pretty much everything on my team. Actually, this is a very similar team to V-Tenacity. V-Tenacity had Lapras instead of Dugong. And I think because of that, I'm just gonna do the same thing. I do the same thing in game 1 as I did versus V-Tenacity. I lead the Crystal, not expecting him to lead the Primeape. I think you know these high level players, they're smart, and I hope they have a bit of respect. You know, they know Crystal's very strong against their team. You know, and they also know that I know Crystal's very strong against their team. Right? So, Crystal lead will be very obvious. If I lead Crystal, I have a big chance of winning the lead. But I know that. So, I might be expecting them to lead Primeape, you know? To counter the Crystal. And thus not lead Crystal to avoid the Primeape lead. You know, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. So, I'm thinking they're not gonna lead Primeape. Because they're not expecting me to lead Crustle because it's such an obvious lead. I'm gonna lead Crustle. Once again. And it leads to Hypno. This is actually Hypno is also pretty decent versus this guy. Also, another thing. I think Hypno. I was thinking he was gonna bring Hypno, Primeape, Zweilous this match because all 3 of those have decent matchups against Crustle. Those are like his 3 biggest answers to Crustle. So that's what I was expecting, and that's where also Air/Mandibuzz comes in really useful. I just go for double X scissor there. Even if he shielded, I would have let it go. Here comes the Primeape. There's the Primeape. I have Air/Mandibuzz. He doesn't expect this. And I can just farm this down. Oh, shoot this. No, I think I'm just saving shoots for Frost. Hoping there's no Ninetales in the back. In comes the Zweilous. Like I said, I just read his line. Hypno, Zweilous, Primeape. And I just hard counter him. But that is all. Zweilous still does a bunch of damage here though. With the Dragon Breath. So still gonna be kind of close. He goes for Dark Pulse, which is a smart move. Pretty much his only win con was me letting that go. But, yeah, I just shielded. Even if it was Body Slam, I would have been fine. Comes a Primeape again. He does get some farm here, but I am able to get to the Avalanche here, which just puts the nail into the coffin. Takes his shield, and then I can go into Mandibuzz and farm him down. Yeah, I just call this line. Only way I lose this game is if he Night Slashes, I shield, and he boosts, and then he close combats. So I no shield. And my opponent very smartly does Night Slash. He also knew that his only win con was me shielding a Night Slash and him boosting and then close combat. Very smart. My opponent is really good. It's really good. So I have to take that into consideration for next battle, of course. I'm gonna lock in with Primeape, Quagsire, Mandibuzz right here. I'm thinking this line is pretty weak against Galvantula actually, but I think if he leads Galvantula, he isn't gonna bring what's it called? I don't know what I was thinking here, but I just thought Quagsire is a good swap. I'm gonna lead Primeape. I'll bring Primeape plus Quag. In comes the Ninetales. I'm gonna close combat here and dip. And important thing, he's at 6 fire spins, so this can't be a solar beam. I know shoot, it's a weather ball, very nice. He brings in a Jugong. This is exactly what I wanted to lure out. That's why I swapped out my Primate, because Jugong in the back would have been kind of tough. I go for the Stone Edge. He shoots. I'm gonna shoot this just because I want to get off another Stone Edge. I could have saved shoots, but I would have needed to shoot an Icy Wind on my Primate anyway, I think. Stone Edge it. Bring it quite low. Yeah, it brings him down to 50% health. Thing is, this Icy Wind won't KO. And then he's gonna be able to farm down, which is quite tough. So I'm gonna swap into Primate immediately. Chip him down. He has Hypno in the back. Definitely wasn't expecting that. I'm still gonna get to the Night Slash here though. And well, I get the boost right here. I don't think that really mattered. But now I'm kind of in trouble. He has an Icy Wind on Jugong. He has 3 fire spins on Ninetales. He's one off the next weather ball. So this is actually kind of tough. I'm gonna have to throw this before he gets another Ice Punch. And now, still, this is quite tough. In comes the Ninetales. All right, that was the 7th fire spin. All right, it's 4 fire spins, then 3 fire spins, then another 4 till the next weather ball. So I'm gonna sacrificial swap right there. I'm expecting him to throw immediately, so I am able to catch this move. And now I just overfarm. It's 3 more for the next foul play. And I gotta explain what I do right here. All right, this is kind of weird. In hindsight, this was a wrong move. It's 3 more fire spins until the next weather ball. So I can overfarm by 2 and throw the foul play. But in the moment, I didn't want him to catch on Jugong. In hindsight, if he caught on Jugong, that would have been fine. But what I do to prevent him from catching is I stop tapping. I want to throw the foul play in the middle of his fire spin. But look at this. He's also standing still. I don't know what happened there, but I throw it anyway. I throw it into the Ninetales. The Jugong has an Icy Wind ready. But he isn't close enough to 2, so I'm gonna outpace him to the next one. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have just thrown the foul play immediately. That stand still thing was useless. Honestly, kind of risky. But yeah, we took it anyway, so GG. That's 2-0. Yeah, I'm thinking Mandy, Quagsire Crust is gonna be strong. But he leads to Jugong. I just go to Quagsire. I kind of misstep right there. And here, I just had a big brain fart. I Stone Edged. You know, I thought double Stone Edge would KO, but I think that's not the play against regular Hypno. I was thinking about Shadow Hypno. Shadow Hypno, I think double Stone Edge is the play because that KOs, but against regular, it's not. So I just mess up right there. I go for the Stone Edge again, expecting the shield. He no shields. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I do want to get a shield down here, though. So I'm gonna shoot this. Because I want to get a shield down because Jugong with shields is tougher to deal with than Jugong without shields. I'm gonna overfarm right here, hoping to CMP tie. I'm hoping he throws the move to not take another Stone Edge. And that he does. So that's one redeeming factor. And I'm just gonna farm this down with Mandy. But I'm already in a tough spot. I misplayed that Quagsire matchup very badly. I should have just thrown Earthquakes, to be honest. I'm gonna foul play before he gets up the debuff. I think I'm gonna try to... I think I'm gonna eat one Icy Wind and then dip. Because I don't want my Crustle to be debuffed. Yeah, it does Icy Wind. I'm expecting Primate in the back though, and this all to be over, but it's Ninetales. So this is decent. Throws the Weather Ball. Unfortunately, I didn't get my Smackdown through, which is kind of tough. Shield the Weather Ball because it will do some decent damage. I go for the Rock Slide. Because I'm not familiar with this matchup. I'm not sure how much X-Scissor would have done. I don't think it would have KO'd. But I'm not 100% sure. I go for the X-Scissor here because he's going to have to shield anyway. I'm hoping if he throws Icy Wind that it KOs me. I have a little bit of energy on Mandy. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get to the foul play. But this doesn't KO. I can't switch. And we end up CMP tying this foul play. So even though I lost the lead, and I played that second matchup very badly, this game was still very close. So GG to my opponent. I lost the final match, but I still went 2-1, so I'm 5-0 in the tournament currently. All right, next match. There are only 2 undefeated players left. Only 2 undefeated players left. It's myself and Stone Collection. Stone Collection was the #1 player at the time. And this team is also very tough for me. Stunfisk is kind of awkward for Mandy, Mew, Crustle. Though I can kill it with Quack, Frost. Double Dragon Breath is very tough for me. I don't have a Steel type. So yeah, I'm not looking that good here. But he's very weak against Frostlass. Frostlass is very, very good for him. So I'm gonna bring Frostlass pretty much every game. First match, I'm just gonna bring a pretty basic line. Mandibuzz lead, expecting maybe a Primeape, a Gyarados, or a Dinar. And then I'll bring a Frostlass in the back as a safe swap. And what else did I bring? Spoilers. I brought the Quag, because Quag is also very solid against this team, especially as a closer. Especially as a closer, it's very solid. Thing is, also with this line, I locked this line in. Again, the line is Mandibuzz, Frostlass, Quag. I locked this in. The moment I locked it in, I was like, shit. Frostlass lead? I'm gonna die. But luckily he didn't lead Frostlass. He leads the Mandibuzz. It's a Snarl Mandy. This is, again, where Air Slash Mandibuzz shines. Air Slash Mandibuzz just destroys this mirror. I even get out of here with energy. Takes quite long, though. So I'm just gonna speed this up 2 times. Because this is very boring. Oh yeah, he doesn't have Frostlass. Dude, you're big brain, Marco. I think there was another line. I think I'm talking about another game. But you're right. Alright, never mind. Anyway, Mandibuzz Mirror. So I guess my line was actually good. Very boring, this mirror. But we're just gonna keep throwing aerial aces at each other. As you can see, I'm clearly at an advantage here with Air Slash. I'm kind of expecting Dinar. I come in with Frostlass to farm him down. Alright? Wait, I'm just gonna put it at 1.5 times again. To farm him down, because Frostlass with energy advantage is just very solid against this team. I kind of want to save my Mandy. He brings in the Primeape. Well, if this is his best... If this is his best Frostlass answer, I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna take 2 shields, and I almost have an aerial ace on Mandibuzz. So I'm just gonna shield this. Throw the Avalanche, take another shield, or take him out. I think he has Dragonair in the back. Because Dragonair is just so solid against my team. And then Wag is just very, very strong. Gonna go get to the aerial ace. Brings in Stunfisk. I farm up to the aerial ace before swapping out. Because I want to have that ready for the Primeape. But this Stunfisk, I don't need to use any shields. I'm just gonna over farm here and kill him with an Earthquake. And that should be almost game over. As long as I save a shield, I can just bring in the Mandy into the Primeape. Even if the Primeape has a move, I can shield and force the CP tie. So I'm all good here. I even have enough health to get to the Stone Edge. So he has to throw a move here, which is all good with me. Night Slash doesn't even KO. I don't get it. Oh, I do get to the Stone Edge. I just kill him with this. So yeah, good game. Very good game. All right, next match. He's very weak against Frostlass, and he's very weak against... he's very weak against Quagsire Closer. His best Frostlass answer is Mandibuzz, Primeape, basically. Maybe Gal. All of them have to shield. So my play here is lead Frostlass. Stay in, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. I'm just gonna burn 2 shields. And then Primeape can close, alright? The worst lead I can probably see is his Primeape, because it beats my Frostlass in the 2 shields. That's why I also have Mandy in the back. I lead Frostlass. There's only one thing that can go wrong here. A boost on the first Night Slash. If he boosts on the first Night Slash, I don't think I get the 2 Avalanches. And what do you know? Gets the boost on the first Night Slash. So I'm screwed. I'm very screwed. I'm pretty much forced to swap in Mandy right here because I don't think I get to the second Avalanche. My whole plan is just screwed. I'm just hoping he doesn't have a mandibuzz counter in the back, but in comes the Galvantula. Yeah. If I had Quagsire closer, I would have been so good right here. But no, it brings in the Galv. Hopefully I can get the 2 foul plays. I'm gonna no-shoot this right here. Hopefully the discharge either KOs or I can get to my move. But worst case scenario, it doesn't KO and he gets another Volt Switch without me getting the move. I swap into my Quag here to farm him down. But I'm gonna have to eat a lunch or 2. Hopefully he doesn't Energy Ball. Maybe even better or worse. But yeah, I farm him down. In comes the Dinair. I'm gonna instant swap to Frostlass. Because I have to reset my debuff. But it just kills me. In comes the Primeape. I have to Earthquake. And at this point I'm just dead. Honestly, if he hadn't gotten that boost, I think I would have won. Because Quagsire closer plus Mandibuzz would have destroyed Dragonair plus Galv. But yeah, that boost just ruined my plan. So I was kind of mad after this match. I'll be real, I was kind of mad. So I'm gonna be running something a bit risky. I'm bringing Ape Lead, a Mandibuzz plus and Frostlass. Because I'm thinking he doesn't lead Galv. I think Galv is pretty risky against my team. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that because I think all 3 are just solid against this line. Again, I don't think he needs Galv, and if he does, Ape does pretty decent in the ones. There we go, the worst lead possible. He leads Galv. All right. Now the thing with this matchup is you can bait and get to the close combat as well before 2 lunches, and then you win the ones. But I'm scared. Ice Slash doesn't KO after lunch. So what I'm gonna do, this is important. This is important. I threw in the middle of his 3rd Volt Switch, alright? If I throw in the middle of his 3rd Volt Switch, I have a chance to make an overtap. If he overtaps, I get to the 2nd close combat, alright? But in the middle of this, I'm thinking, this guy is very strong. Very good player. So he's probably gonna undertap his move. Go for the lunch immediately. So what I do after this close combat is I'm actually gonna swap to Frostlass, expecting the undertap. Alright? He overtaps. I should have just gone for the 2nd close combat and I would have killed this Galvantula or taken another shield. Even goes for discharge. Even worse. He gets another move. At this point, I've already given up, almost. I'm gonna farm down this electric type with my flying type. Because that seems like an appropriate move. He swaps into Primeape though, which is very interesting. I don't think he wants me to get too much energy. What does he have in the back? I'm wondering. You have to remember, I also still have a close combat. Almost ready on my Primeape, which does a bunch to whatever he has in the back. This is like Gyarados. I think he just wants to expand this here because he knows that I almost have a close combat. And close combat would one-shot his Primeape if he leaves it in the back. Primeape is gone. What does he have in the back? What does he have in the back? It's a Dinair. Instant swap into Dragonair, into a Primeape. Go for the close combat. His switch timer is not up, so this was a very safe move. Go for the close combat. Almost KOs. I farm down the Dinair. I have 1 HP, and I'm able to farm down the Galvantula. That's a good game. Probably a worse that I could have faced. But Primeape, Mandibuzz, Frostlass, just such a strong core. Very oppressive, very powerful charge moves. Able to take out, even with a lineup disadvantage. So GG's to Stone Collection. At this point, I'm 6-0 in the tournament. I'm already very happy. Because with 6 wins, I'm also the only undefeated. So I'm already guaranteed a gold medal. I'm already guaranteed a gold medal. I'm already guaranteed a regional invite. All the pressure is gone. We're gonna go into my final opponent, Incanite. Very solid. I don't really like his team though. He has good answers for pretty much everything. Zweilous for the Mew. Frostlass, for Frostlass, he has Lapras and Ninetales. For Mandibuzz, he has Lapras and Stunfisk. For Quag, he has Zweilous Primeape, though Quag is probably my safest mon against him. Then, for Primeape, he has Hypno. For Crustle, he has Primeape. I'm scared. He has Primeape and Stunfisk for it, actually. But I'm thinking Mew is very strong. Mew is very strong against everything but Zwilus. So I'm gonna lead Mew with Frost in the back as a safe swap. Frost gets hard walled by Ninetales though, so it's kind of a scary safe swap. But if he leads Zwilus, I'm not expecting Ninetales in the back because then he's just very weak against Primeape, you know? So that's my thinking. Oh, here's the game. I end up catching a very good, I end up catching a very good lead with Mew into Hypno. He's gonna instant swap into Lapras. I go into Primeape. This is looking very good, as long as he doesn't have like Ninetales in the back. That's still gonna be kind of tough for Frost. Still though, if he wants, he can retake a switch advantage, but I'm very fine with him retaking switch advantage because I still have Frostlass in the back for Hypno. He gets another serve here though, a CMP tight with him there. I'm gonna have to shield this, and I'm gonna get another Night Slash here to shoot KO the Lapras, and even if it doesn't, the next counter will. He does shield it though. He really wants the switch advantage. Fine with me. Shield advantage Frostlass and shield advantage Mew are just OP. I'm thinking he has Zwilus in the back though, since he probably wants that lined up against my Mew. It is Zwilus. He's running a Hypno Zwilus Lapras line, so he tried to lure out the Primeape right there, which he did, but I have another answer for the Zwilus in the back. In Frost, at this point, the game is just over. I'm careful with throwing my Avalanche there because I was expecting the swap into a Hypno. So I hold off, I throw a Shadow Ball into the Hypno, and I throw the Avalanche immediately because I didn't want him to get to a move. I think that was my only way to lose, if him getting to a move. And now I can just farm down this Zwilus, and that is a good game. Alright, next match. I'm expecting him to bring Zwilus again, maybe in the lead to counter my Mew. And I'm also maybe expecting Ninetales for the Frostlass, because it was pretty damn good. That's what I'm expecting. So I'm leading Ape with Quag as a safe swap, and he does lead Lapras, which is very good for me. I catch another good lead. In comes the Ninetales. I have Quag. This is just hard countered. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I no-shoot this. This is not the Solar Beam. It's a Psyshock at max. I over-farm here. I go for a Stone Edge right before he gets to another move. If he shoots, I don't even have to shoot his move. He lets it go. In comes probably the Lapras. Could be a Primeape as well to farm me down. It is a Lapras. Makes sense. I try to CMP tie with him right here. Because that's the best case scenario for me. And he did over farm, which is quite a good idea from him. And he throws right before my move. Very good counting by my opponent right there. But he's just in a very rough spot. A Primeape Mandy is pretty much a perfect core versus him. So I think whatever's in the back's probably gonna lose against Mandy. And it's a Zwilus. He had a very weak team against Primeape. So honestly, I could have probably swept the Primeape. I'm gonna take this third match. And after this, my opponent actually conceded game 3. Which, you know, I think the tournament had a bit of a delay, so I'll probably just have to go somewhere. But he could consider game 3, and I win the tournament. Yes! 7-0, that was it. GG. Yeah.